All right. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Yeah, yeah. This is my fourth live stream today, and I usually don't do this. Reviewing Gotham episodes or Gotham series. But I want to give my 2 cents since tonight is the final episode, and I actually do watch it regularly. I have criticism about the show, and I've tweeted about those criticisms before. Um, but let me just break it down what tonight's final episode is and what my thoughts about it are. Um, before we go forward, just want to give you a heads up again. This review contains spoilers. So, spoiler alert, this review is mainly for those of you, my fellow Gotham fans, who have also watched tonight's series finale. That's right. It's done. It's done. Gotham is over. That's it. Kaput. It's the end. After 5 seasons. And this season 5 only has 12 episodes. Um, First up, I want to say that I don't think it's a wise move on Fox's part to have aired tonight's finale on the same evening as the arrival of Avengers Endgame in theaters. That was not wise. I think if they want, Fox is owned by Disney now. I don't know how to call them. Is it Disney's Fox or Fox? Just we'll call them Fox. If Fox wants big ratings for the big uh, going out in a blaze of glory for Gotham, they should have aired this episode not tonight when everybody's in the theaters watching Avengers Endgame. Even Gotham fans are like, "Oh crud, we have to DVR this shit because I already bought my tickets for 5 p.m. or for 7 p.m. or I got to line up for 9 p.m. showtime." So it's not a cool move on Fox's part to have scheduled tonight the finale of Gotham tonight, April 25th. When everybody's main attention is, oh my god, who's gonna die? Is it Captain America or Iron Man or Thanos, or who's gonna die? It's like everybody's everybody's headspace is in that place right now. All right. Tonight's episode though is really really cool. I like it. I like it. The conclusion is really fitting. Um, for one, they jump 10 years ahead. They time jump, and so it allows for us, the fans of Batman. uh Confession, I'm actually more of a fan of Superman, but for those of you fans of Batman, it allows for you to see, like, oh my god, it's 10 years now, 10 years have passed. um are the characters, especially the villains, are they gonna look like how they're supposed to look like, based on comic books or cartoons that we've seen over the years? And guess what? The answer is yes. So tonight there's a ton of fan service for you, for those of you Batman fans out there. um for example, Riddler comes back and he's rocking not just his usual green suit, but guess what? He's got question marks on his suits. So he actually in his element. And the same goes for Penguin. Uh, the actor's name? Robert Lord Taylor. Oh, Bad Seal says hello. What up, Bad Seal? Uh, he rocks the monocle and the hat, and he's got some gut with it, beer belly. He's not exactly looking like Danny DeVito, but it comes close to what we expect Penguin to look like in the canon. So yes, of course, I'm gonna get to Jay and the big man Jeremiah Velasco, aka the Joker, even though the show still doesn't want to recognize him as a Joker. In this episode, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna come up with a catchier name, J something J. But the episode stops short of giving you the satisfaction of hearing the name the Joker. So quite the tease there on the episode's part, on the writer's part. Um, so even the Joker, Jeremiah Velasco, is rocking his suit, the purple and green Joker colors. Um, I gotta be honest with you, my fellow Batman fans. I'm not a fan of, or I'm not too crazy about the look for his head. Jeremy Velasco being all bald and with little hairs. I don't like that look. That's probably my only criticism about him. And you might disagree with me, and that's fine. You might think like, oh, it's an interesting take. We have Heath Ledger, we have Jared Leto, we have the Killing Joke kind of design for Joker, and we have this. We have Gotham's version. Fine, fine, but just to want to just to let you know that I don't like it. I like my Joker with full headed hair, uh, preferably green. So that's just my 2 cents. Uh, okay, so the story sets 10 years ahead, and spoiler alert: this video contains spoilers. Jeremiah Velasco turns out is the puppet master, so he releases Edward Nigma. At one point, Edward Nigma kidnaps Mayor James. Again, one of the veteran actors, Richard Kind, comes back. He reprises his role. I love that man. He's so funny in other shows as well, and Coen Brothers movies as well. And Batman. Okay. The way this episode tonight introduces Batman is it's so cryptic. He's so in the shadows. We don't see him till the very last end, and we don't get to see him, excuse me, in action. He swoops in, and he beats up, or ties up, if you will, ultimately Joker and Riddler together, hangs them up like on a post. But we don't get to see that process. We don't get to see how that goes down. It's the writer's way of saying, yeah, this show is about Gotham, not about Batman. um, so I like it. My verdict on that is like, I know that some of you Batman fans probably feel like you're cheated out. You're like, oh, why can't we see it? Why couldn't they give that to us? But I think uh, 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 for what the purpose is, which is a tease, it's effective. The tease is effective. Um, and let's talk about the costume for this Batman. I have the thumbnail image for this video, as you could see. He seems to have this X thing going on his abs. Not sure what that. I don't know if I'm too hot about that, but I'm liking the rest of the costume. It looks cool, and the of course the Batman logo. It's really nicely done. There's no bat nipples like George Clooney, thankfully. Uh, but other than that X marks the abs thing. I'm not sure what they're going with that. For the costume designer, that's a $1 million question. As- Aside from that, or with that exception, I actually like the costume. I like. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the suit for this new Batman? This Gotham's Batman. Overall, I kind of like it. Um, Unfortunately, we don't get to see the actor playing Batman. Of course, the actor playing Bruce Wayne in his younger years is David Mazouz, and after 10 years, he grows up. And in this episode, we see Selena Kyle grown up Selena Kyle, and she is played by actress Lily Simmons. You've seen her in episodes of Banshee and True Detective in the past, and she is perfect as grown up Selena Kyle. My God, even down to like the curly hair, and she looks cool. She looks really cool. I like this grown up Selena Kyle. Oh, Bad Seal says, I like the suit. I just wish we had more shots of the suit. I agree. I agree. And you know what? I go even further, Bad Seal. I wish that we have a better look of the suit. A better look at the suit. I'm sorry, a better look at the suit, because even with that screenshot of that image that I have for this thumbnail for this video, it's still dark. And you can argue like, well, he's the Dark Knight, of course, that's how it's supposed to be. But I would love to see the suit in like in a really good angle and good lighting, so I can examine more of it. I would love to see that, but tonight that's all we get, unfortunately. um, so Selena Kyle, grown up Selena Kyle, is hot, so sexy. Lila Simmons is right for the role, and she captures young actress Cameron Bikondova's um, approach and portrayal of of Catwoman or Selena Kyle. So Lily Simmons really embodies. It's as if that Lily has watched Cameron's uh, portrayal over the years of this iconic character, and she's like, you know what? I'm not gonna deviate too much from that. I'm not gonna put my own spin. I'm gonna give Cameron an honor by pretty much just channeling that approach, that same style. So kudos to Lily. I think that's a good way to go about it. We see uh, what's his name? Oh, Alfred is a lot older now, full head of white hair. And guess what? As you know, my fellow Batman fans, there's going to be the new Pennyworth series. That's right, the prequel for Alfred's story that's going to be on Epic's channel. I'm like, I don't have. Do you guys have Epics? I gotta look up how to find this Epic's channel. but so we have that to look forward to, Alfred when he's younger. But great credit to Sean over the years playing this version of Alfred. I think he's perfect for the role. And of course, James Gordon. Um, he kind of teased us, or the writers kind of teased us with that mustache, Commissioner Gordon mustache. But after a few minutes, he kind of shaves it. It's like, let's. I want to be recognized by Bruce when he comes back to town. But as you know, that is his trademark. Commissioner Gordon always has mustache. So even for a few minutes, I'm glad that they, at least for a few minutes, pay that homage to how Commissioner Gordon is supposed to look like in the canon. That said, I think Ben, who plays James Gordon, looks terrible with mustache on. I think I'm sorry, I'm just being honest with you. Some guys just can't rock a mustache, and Ben is one of those guys. So he looks more handsome, more fitting without mustache on. So that's just my opinion. um, Now, overall, again, just to conclude my review, and then I'll give you my thoughts about, to give final thoughts about Gotham in its entirely. My review about today's episode, again, it's fantastic. It's cool. There's mystery to it, and I'm glad that they concluded that in a way that includes all the all-star lead characters. Everybody's there. Even that whole defusing the bomb team, like the bomb thing, the bomb scene, like we have Lucius in the room, we have Barbara and Lee, and so we get to see all the guys, and we say goodbye to them in tonight's episode, especially also of course, the Riddler and the Penguin as well. So that's good. I'm glad that they do that. And I just want to say that when it comes to Gotham in its entirety, I'm glad that the show is over. Now, don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not trying to trash or hating on. I'm not trying to trash or hate on Gotham. It's just that in previous seasons, I noticed that there are some occasions in some of the episodes where, sorry, my phone is ringing, where they or the writers are having a hard time to come up with the story that connects one with the other. They would have like 5 episodes dedicated to Mr. Freeze, right? And then the next 5 episodes dedicated to Mad Hatter, and the next 5 episodes dedicated to whatever, the next villain. And I don't like that format. I never liked it. There's no one clear connecting thread, which is why I always say to my fellow fans out there, it would have been nice if Gotham, since the beginning, had been a 13 episode show, instead of full on 20, 22, 23, or like regular TV show. Because just like this one, 12 episodes, that's it. You come up with this story that connects all of them, right? And you don't have filler episodes, detour episodes that kind of like waste your time. And so I think that the fact that the show is coming to an end is good. That the show is past its time. It has it has reached its ripeness. So I'm glad. I'm really glad that it's over. I'm not hating on that. I'm not one of those people like, oh, I wish there's season 6. No, 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 no. It's about time that the show is over. Number 2, it's it's called Gotham, but the show should have been probably titled Batman Rogue Gallery, Batman Rogue Gallery, the list of nemesis. Because over the years, we get to see the origin, or at least the show's take on the origins of Batman's nemesis. Uh, and and you can argue like, well, Rama, that is the purpose of Gotham. That is the existence of Gotham. James Gordon versus Batman's nemesis. Fine, then that's fine. But I kind of, for me as a fan, I wish that it's not just about okay, what's next on the list of nemesis? Poison Ivy. Okay, let's dedicate the next 5 episodes to how she comes to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that we're now in the era where TV series are not only just 13 episodes, but their story in each episode continue on to the next, and it becomes one connected 13 episodes, and it becomes like a 13-hour movie. You see where I'm getting with that? So that's the age that we're in now, with Breaking Bad, with The Sopranos. Even Star Trek Discovery has that formula or format. So if only Gotham if only Gotham had applied that same format, it would have been much more fantastic. I think the way it ended, um, but still says all TV shows are on the end game. Exactly. So that's my big criticism about the show Gotham. Again, though, the way they concluded tonight is mwah, mwah, so good, so good. It really does a ton of fan service. If you're fans of Gotham, if you're fans of Batman, tonight's episode gets you geek out. Even for the villains, you geek out even for Riddler and Penguin. It's like yes, yes. So I love it. I love it. I think it's about time that the show's over. I'm glad that the show ends on a good note. I'm glad that Fox. Carlos Gomez asked, "How long is the episode?" Tonight, it's only like regular time, 42 minutes. So it's only one episode tonight. So I'm glad that Fox did not cancel the show on season 4. I'm glad that they decided, hey, I know that we're gonna get bought by Disney, but we're gonna give this show a proper ending. We're gonna give this show a proper conclusion for the audience, and I'm glad that they went with that. So thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in on this special live review of Gotham final episode, The Legend of the Dark Knight, The Beginning. If you've seen tonight's episode, and if you disagree with my assessment, or if you want to bring up some more points or thoughts that I didn't get to bring up here, share them. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Share them right down there. All right, and subscribe. Press that like button, ring that bell, and if you can help support my channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. Now I gotta answer this phone. It kept ringing. I think it's really, really urgent. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. As always, let's rock this.